The UK was given no advance notice, but at the gas installation in the middle of the desert today, Algerian forces decided they would launch a dramatic rescue of the numerous hostages held inside. The army surrounded the site. Beyond that, even the British government still has few details about what happened next. All we do know tonight is that it didn't end without the loss of many lives. In London, there were two sessions of COBRA, the government's emergency committee. It was after the second one, late this afternoon, when the gravity of the situation became clear and the Prime Minister announced they were preparing for multiple casualties.
We face a very bad situation at this BP gas compound in Algeria. A number of British citizens have been taken hostage. Already we know of one who has died. The Algerian armed forces have now attacked this compound. It is a very dangerous, a very uncertain, a very fluid situation, and I think we have to prepare ourselves for the possibility of bad news ahead.
It was at this time Downing Street announced the much-anticipated speech on Europe early tomorrow had been postponed. The gas plant, jointly owned by BP, is close to In Emanas, near the border with Libya. It is deep in the desert with only accommodation for the workers around it. It was stormed by militants early yesterday and then quickly surrounded by the Algerian army. The US sent an unmanned drone to fly over and monitor the situation, information which would have been shared with the British. The military operation lasted until late this evening but is now said to be over. Algeria's interior minister said earlier the militants cannot escape. The solution for this problem can be either peaceful or violent. We now know it was the latter. The relief then all the greater for this family in Northern Ireland. They'd been desperate for the news of Stephen McFall, who worked at the site. They were told he'd been set free.
I feel over the moon. I'm just really excited. I just can't wait for him to get home.
Tonight, however, other families were warned the news would not be the same.
Although details have yet to become final, I'm afraid we should be under no illusion that there will be some bad and distressing news to follow from this terrorist attack.
A jihadist group in Algeria led by this man, Mokhtar Belmokhtar, claimed it attacked the site in retaliation for the French military action in neighbouring Mali. A new fight against extremists is underway in this part of northern Africa.
This man, Belmokhtar, is a particularly vicious kind of criminal terrorist. And therefore, you're not going to negotiate your way out of this. There's not going to be smiles and handshakes.
Whatever happened at this gas installation today, it is clear more than one country will be counting the cost in loss of life. Chris Ship, ITV News.